जैस के पास हर नीट का हल है। बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
एक्सियल का निशाना, पैदावार के साथ इनामात का खजाना। जीते बेशुमार इनामात और उम्रा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस। बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।
अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ। इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro.
जैस के पास हर नीट का हल है। बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
हमदर्द जुशांदा का एक पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ल कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जुशांदा।
Newlands Cricket Stadium in all its glory. The Proteas and Pakistan enjoying a drinks break on a scorcher of a day. And it's all about Ryan Rickleton. What an incredible moment for him. Spoke to him last night. He said it was exhausting but enjoyable. 176 not out overnight. Mom and aunt will be absolutely delighted. And he's got to a double ton. 9 years on from Hashim Amla's double ton here in the New Year's Test match. Ryan Rickleton answers the call. Mom Penny, she'll be crying tears of joy. Sorry Ryan, she will be on camera and she will be crying. Her aunt and dad in London will be equally delighted. All the hard work over the years. And, he's come good in such a special way here. A ground he enjoys batting at. Pakistan, an early breakthrough this morning with that second new ball, Bedingham edging to Rizwan to give him his 5th catch in the match, bowling off Abbas, but since then it's been Verreynne and Rickleton with a partnership of 38 from 56. Got South Africa back on track. Brings the thing of the past. Here's Verreynne on strike. Mohammad Abbas. Very humid yesterday. Cloud cover, but today there's a searing heat. And Pakistan will be feeling all of it. Out there for the build-up, just about 30 minutes, and we could barely handle the heat.
I do wonder what went on in the discussions at the drinks break. And myself and Pommy were chatting off air, and you never quite understand the moment when you're in it as a player. He's got to the 200 milestone and there'll be a massive relief. But it actually needs someone, it needs a teammate or a batting coach or the coach. Just call you inside and say, listen, these kind of moments only come around in your career very sparingly. whether it's 2 or maybe even 3 times in a career, that would probably be a lot. Think of how hard Jacques Ellis had to fight to get his 200. So that when you get to these milestones, don't take them for granted. For one, enjoy the moment, but also get into that mindset of it's going to be damn difficult to ever get here again, so I'm not going to throw away this opportunity. And if you have a look and just analyze where he's at, that second new ball is already 14 overs old. The bowlers are tired. The team is in full control. There's never going to be a better opportunity to get a really big score. And when you this is the chance to make sure that your high score is something worth remembering. Now, and you just hope in that mind as he looks down at the ground and he closes his eyes that there's still that hunger to keep going. I think of someone like a Brian Lara, and the ability to churn out those big scores, and he held the record and that was broken and he went back and beat that record. But it's a mindset. It's just something. It's even when we were discussing the celebration, he charges off, he puts the helmet on top of the hat, and that's great, and that's the moment. But you kind of need to have the mindset of just raise my bat quickly and then go back to my mark and say, okay, here's center, let me start again. So I hope someone's had a word with him, because, as I say, you look back at your career and think, gosh, that was that one opportunity where I really could have gone massive.
And as bowling teams, there's always the awareness from bowlers and teams that just post that milestone. There's the period before as the batter tries to get it, and then there's the period just after, you know, the peak of Everest and all of that, and there's just that little lull where the concentration might go. And how many you see get out between sort of 100 and 110, or 150, 160, 200, 210. So you need to refocus and start all over again. 3-6-2 for 5.
कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें, क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं, अल्फा करने का नाम है। डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप।
हाँ, वो जो एक्स्ट्रा हो जाएगा ना, वो आप मार देते हैं। हाँ जी, हाँ।
Tommy has a graphic just to back up your point. There's the hundreds that they scored, but the actual scores, there was, I think there was 306s, there was 105, 306s, where they get the milestone and then just go, got it, and then they kind of lose focus and off they go. I remember Bob Bulmer always telling us, he said, you'll never know about yourself as a true test batter until you've got past 100 and you carry on batting. And we never quite worked that out. We're like, well, what are you on about? He said, well, there's the milestone you want to achieve. So you get to the crease. That's nicely reverse swept away. That's a shot he plays so well. We saw it used to brilliant effect in Bangladesh, and executes really well here again, Verena. They're going to have their work cut out. The spinners here operating to him. They have to think smartly about field settings.
Set himself up well for that shot, did Verena. These runs will just irritate Pakistan. Pommy was chatting to Salman before the start of play today, said we need to get them out quickly. And this partnership is just gaining momentum. Rickleton already getting to that milestone. But Polly, just chatting to him yesterday, as we were walking off the field, there was a steely determination from him. Like, I'm not done yet.
Yeah, that's what you want. But just going back to the story is that Bob almost said, well, first of all, you want to get off the mark, and then you want to get to 50, and then you want to get the 3-figure score. And it's only after you got the 3-figure score that you kind of relax. Take your mindset off the goals or the landmarks. and you just concentrate on the ball and play it accordingly. Once you've got through that elation of scoring 100 and you've calmed yourself down, and that's when you understand how actually good you can be at this level, because it's just watch ball play and you've got the confidence of the milestone already behind you, under your belt. That's short and wide and carved away as well. So productive over here for Carl Verena. Another boundary to end it. 370 for 5.
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ.
Yeah, there's what you're talking about, Sean, trying to buttress, as it were. Yeah, 106, 1, 2, 3, 110, 113, 114.
Partnership moves up to 48. Just 69 deliveries. Really good passage of play this for South Africa.
Between the years, a lot of sport, if not all sport, played there. And his method, Ryan Rickleton, has been interesting, entertaining to watch as he's gone along in this unbelievable innings, really.
That's a shot. Onto it quickly and times it beautifully for 4. Brings up the 50-run partnership. 52 from 70 deliveries.
Yeah, Carl Verena's starting to find his mojo, isn't he? 2 boundaries in the last over and then gets on strike here and carves that one away as well. So strong. Square of the wicket, and on a surface like this, it doesn't matter about footwork. It's all about just watching the ball and using your hands. And that's a real strength of his. We saw it in Bangladesh on surfaces that didn't bounce or nip around too much. And when he gets going, he can be mightily effective.
Visualization, self-talk and affirmation, all of it, as he's stood at the other end, sometimes as he's waited to take strike. A few times we've showed you him just standing there with eyes closed. And look at that for a first-class best. 205. Which is this innings. It's a second time he passes 200. And this time will be that bit more special, to understate something. But yeah, they're methods, aren't they, that players will look to try and use, and sometimes they'll work, and then sometimes they kind of, you know, they don't, but you're not sure whether it's the method that's not working or if it's you not quite executing correctly. And so there's then the question in your mind, you know, how long do I stay with this plan? Do I have to reinvent? Do I have to try something else? Do I have to do it differently? Oh, nearly went back onto his stumps of his back.
That's that same feeling you get when you can't find your wallet or your car keys. just sneaks up on you and it's like, whoop, and you turn around and there all of a sudden it's not going to go into your stumps. Absolute fear.
Five from the over. 375 for 5.
कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
हमदर्द जुशांदा का एक पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ी कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जुशांदा।
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
Fourth wicket, record breaking between Rickleton and Bavuma at 235. Bedingham will be disappointed he missed out, edging early this morning. Second new ball taken, but Verena settled nicely alongside Ryan Rickleton. They call him Ryan Rickle Double Tan. That's the new nickname I've seen already.
And talking about, you know, heart and mouth stuff. And there's Heath. Oh, Heath, you've got them on. At Centurion, at the end of the game, Heath was, you know, yeah, I'm exposing you. I mean, it came up. It's relevant. Okay, and he knows why he's smiling. I meet him as I come off the field after the presentation. He's heading back to the field.
Oh yeah.
I say, Heath, where are you going? And he's walking purposefully. Heath, where are you going? He says, I'm looking for my glasses. I think I left them on the field. I said, really? He said, yeah. I said, okay. Oh, I reckon one of the guys might have picked them up. He says, yep. Yeah. No! On my way. I said, Heath. He says, yeah. You're wearing your glasses. He was wearing his glasses. He's wearing them today. Come on, peek out of there. Yeah, am I telling the truth? Take them off, put them back on, yeah? That's Heath's camera. Heath, are those prescription? Put them back on then. Hey, it happens to the best of us. Sorry, Heath.
15 seconds of fame. .379 for 5 after 97 overs.
बैंक अल्फा की न्यू अल्फा ऐप से कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें, क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं, अल्फा करने का नाम है। डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप।
Love the outfits, love the efforts. Good ticket sales yesterday and today. Yesterday, the chants of Temba Bavuma was ringing around Newlands with quite a special sound.
We could play Name the Characters as you walk around and you go through the crowd. There's some quite age specific. There'd be many who would have no idea.
Yeah, fancy dress is massive in England, isn't it? And on one of the days of the test matches they normally get dressed up. There's the Mario brothers. Super Mario. There we go.
Oh,
Right on cue.
It's a boat race.
Asterixes, mate.
And one of the favoured ones in the UK is Where's Wally? He came up for the record, didn't he, Wally Hammond?
It did. You'll hear it said in the change room, bat on. And this partnership, 56. South Africa would have wanted another after the very big one, the record-breaking one of yesterday. A wicket gone down today, that of Beddingham. But so important that they do not throw away this position. And then, Sean, you were talking from an individual perspective for Ryan Rickleton, but Vereina's role. Oh yes, that is beautiful. What he does have are wonderful hands, Kyle Vereina, despite no footwork. When he's in full flow, is wonderful to watch.
Yeah, slightly over pitched, and that is beautifully caressed. It was quite a staggered offside field. They've got a lot of protection there, but he threaded it through beautifully. Wonderful extension all the way through.
Yeah, his role important just simply because he's got himself in.
they're convinced. When is it going down leg? Shan Masood looking for some support out there. Have a look at it.
Yeah, it's a second review. This might be same case in point. It might be sliding down
TV
again.
umpire to director. We have a play review for LBW. The original decision is not out. I've checked the bowler's feet and it's a fair delivery. Can we go to front on, please, when ready? Ball's close to the back. Can we go to ultras, please, when ready? Just go back a few frames, please. Yeah, there's a clear gap there. Go to ball tracking when ready, please. No bat involved. Pitching outside off. Impact in line. Wickets missing. Kumar, you can stay with your original decision, not out. Stand by. You're on screen signal now.
Confirmation by Alex Wharf, the third umpire. Pakistan lose the review. Desperate for another breakthrough. South Africa resumed this morning on 316 for 4. They'll be thinking, as Kwame said, bat long to over 450, and suddenly Pakistan will really be feeling the pressure. That early wicket, they would have buoyed them. This partnership has had all the makings of another big one for South Africa.
Yeah, review lost, second review lost, and on the angle, the left arm from wide on the crease. You kind of have to pitch it maybe within 3 or 4 meters of the stumps to try and hitting or make contact in line with the stumps and go on to hit the leg stump. So 2 reviews lost against, both of them against Kyle Vereina. And he's one of those guys who just gets across onto off stump and you think, oh, if he misses one, he's got to be on his way. But
Wonderfully struck, but good fielding. End of the over. It's 98 overs gone, 384 for 5. 30 minutes to the lunch break. Pakistan will be desperate for a breakthrough.
Get out!
Now, the powers of concentration have been really good from Ryan Rickleton, and we've seen him go through, it's almost like a meditation of closing his eyes, obviously trying to think of a certain process and try and stay in his little bubble. I've also seen him fidget with his glove. And the Velcro on the top of them, you see him flicking it back and forth 10, 15, 20 times at occasion. And we were just discussing as well as he presses that one through the covers with Pommy and saying how there's certain plans that work for people at certain times of their career, and it's not always something you can just say to another kid, oh, do it this way, you'll definitely get runs. But in his mindset, where whatever journey he's been over the last few weeks, he's got to this point where it's a way to clear and make sure he keeps focused. Another example I can think of is does that one get away to the fence? No, it's cut off, and there'll be another two. Louis Oosthuizen, I don't remember when he won the Open, he wore a glove and he put a red dot on that glove, and every time before each shot he looked at the red dot, and it gave him a thought process. He discussed it afterwards and how he was going to play the shot in the mindset. And you would think to yourself, well, then why don't you do that every week? I mean, surely it's going to win. You're going to win every major that you can play in. But you just get to a stage at times in your career where something is so applicable to how you're going to perform, and I just feel that that's where Ryan Rickleton is at the moment. And maybe once the innings is finished, we can ask him a little bit about why he's done it and what his thought process is.
But also the adjustments he's had to make. I've spoken through the course of the summer of him having to bat in different positions, batting up at the top for the first time in test matches, and particularly successful this time round. 389 for 5.
कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
हमदर्द जुशांदा का 1 पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ी कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जुशांदा।
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
Not far away, season 3, looking forward to that. What a view that is. Righto, Verena now. 30 minutes to go before lunch on day 2, and that's a lovely shot on the leg side for 4. Beautifully timed.
Yeah, I get what they're trying to zone in on. They're trying to zone in on those pads, but if you're going to miss your length like this is easy pickings for Carl Verena. He has been troubled with the ball angling back into his pads. But Mir Hamza just not on point this morning for Pakistan.
They can to take a little bit of momentum, whatever they can actually take to that change room. Otherwise, it's going to be very flat at the lunch break, and then it's going to be a very tough afternoon. It's tough anyway, of course. Tried to get that one away on the leg side pretty smartly. Wasn't all that short, but was comfortably picked up that length quickly.
We know that we play this game to earn respect, and I think Pakistan's quite battered and bruised, and ego has been bruised, and that's never a good space to be in, because they're trying hard, but South Africans have run away with the show. 393 for 5 and counting. What can they do? I think they need a calm down influence, somebody really to let them know that we are here to fight and we are here to challenge South Africa. Can they do that?
Bowling straight now, and he's been picked off. Rickleton had his issues initially. Correction, Verena had his issues initially with that straight delivery, but now there's no problems.
Yeah, I tell you what they need, Rummies. They need a couple of quick wickets. You just look at the body language out in the field, and it's dropped. And very often we talk about momentum in this game. They've done a lot of hard, good work this morning with ball in hand in the form of Sazat and Abbas. But it's for these bowlers to back it up. And they just haven't been on point. Because if you let South Africa bat, I can guarantee you they're going to drive this train home by tea this afternoon.
They're 3 balls away from 100 overs in the field. No! Again straight, but very comfortable now, Verena.
Yeah, I think if you look at the surface, it's still a good one. And I think you and I talked about that winning mentality as a captain. So you look at possibilities of still keeping your hopes alive of a result in this fixture. You have to say to yourself, if we can bowl South Africa out for 450 and we can match that in our first innings, third innings is always tricky, especially at these coastal venues. I made mention of the fact earlier that this is almost like the subcontinent field surface, that the game will speed up towards days 4 and 5.
Gee, they're going to have to bat big. Ramiz, Pakistan, going to rely on a couple of blokes to get really big scores here.
And they're without Saim Ayub. And that's dealt them with a hard hand. Who will open with Shan Masood? Babar Azam, Rizwan? They've got to have the options done up right now. What is he thinking? Is the captain has got to be in good form, in good nick, and he's got to lead them from the front. He's going to be the key player once again. Babar Azam, they need a big innings from him.
Nicely bowled. Kept out. More runs off that over. 6 from it. 395 for 5.
न्यू अल्फा ऐप से कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें, क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं, अल्फा करने का नाम है। डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप।
Right, 100 overs up now. Simon Ilaga flights that delivery to Ryan Rickleton. What a performance by Rickleton.
Yeah, and I think that's on your point, Rami. It's important for Pakistan to stay mentally sharp. Because you look at your given conditions. We haven't seen any demons in the surface. Yes, you've lost one of your top young batters, but you still have to say to yourself, how do we match this innings from South Africa? And you can't leave it to one man alone. It'll have to be in the form of partnerships. The chat needs to start happening right about now. You can't be depleted in the mental.
Essential they get a good start. Pakistan, when they get out there eventually, it's still a long way off that, but they've really had their problems. In fact, opening stands all year until the last test match have only been 15 as the highest score, so that's been a real problem for the boys right at the top. And without Ayub, it's going to be a change in that order, so more pressure as well.
Yeah, Vernon talking about this being more of subcontinent nature, this surface. So probably Pakistani batsmen would be more at home playing on such a surface. That's a lovely ball. Something to look forward to as far as Salman Ali Agha is concerned. Spin and grip. 395 for 5.
अल्फा ऐप से कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें, क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं, अल्फा करने का नाम है। डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप।
It is a magnificent day
angle from Mir Hamza, but I almost feel that he could do it a leg slip. Because then you challenge Carl Verreynne on a different capacity. You can't just walk across and try and flick it into the leg side. I'm still not sure about that field at deep point. If you're going to come around and try and tuck the right hand up. Deep point, that is for an absolute bad delivery.
Yeah, it's been really strange the way it's been used, actually.
You got to persevere. It's a well set up field on the leg side, on the offside, the two men catching, but I think you've got to let the batsman know that we still want to attack you, so you've got to give that impression to the striker. And that leg slip makes a wonderful field set. Picked up the length so early and just the wristwork took over. Brilliant. Cramp for just a little bit, but have a look at the finish.
Yeah, it's a much needed partnership for South Africa. 78 now at the moment. I just get a feeling that this is the partnership that could just break the backbone of this Pakistan outfit.
Oh, he's got a thin edge. It's gone for 4. Brings up the 50 for Verreynne. He's actually done really well. He had to fight hard when he first arrived today.
मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ
He's earned that edge.
It's exactly right, and when you do go on and get big scores, they're the ones you're the most proud of actually as a batsman.
का नाम है डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप
Rickleton strike rate at 75 has been hovering around there all the time, so he's been brilliant. Varaina's trying to catch him now. He's just behind that. Change now. Mir Jamal into the attack. 15 overs. He's been going at 5.6 actually. Jamal, so he's been having a few issues from an economy point of view. Not in the wickets column yet. He's got a big heart though.
And that's a direct reflection of the amount of control that you've had as a bowler. I don't think we've seen South Africa is always a bonus. But the amount of balls that has actually gone through a third slip has been very minimal in my career. So for me personally, slips in the gully. But again, you need to have that personal feel. As a bowler, you've got to feel comfortable.